Hey, what's up guys? For this video, I want to talk about some news I heard about Netflix and Marvel. It looks like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or at least the Marvel people, I'm not sure yet, I haven't really read too much about it, but I think what it is they're going to be trying to get Blade, Ghost Rider, and Moon Knight on Netflix somehow in some capacity. We don't have a whole lot of information. I read a little bit, and it was pretty vague, so I was like, well, this is all just speculation. But let's speculate a little bit, because this is kind of a big deal. You know, Netflix is growing the Marvel Universe a little bit. We have Daredevil, we have Elektra, we have Punisher, we have Jessica Jones, we have Luke Cage. They've got a lot of characters going on already. Most of those characters are kind of low-key, though. They're not the biggest names. They're not super flashy. The shows don't have that much, fantasy in them. They're mostly not documentaries. They're not documentaries at all. They're dramas. They're mostly dramas. Sure, Daredevil has some action and some violence and stuff, but even still, they've handled it mostly like a drama with those other elements put in. Blade, Ghost Rider, they cannot be handled the same way. They have to be handled in a more fantastical way. It has to be more exciting. It has to be more special effects oriented, especially for Ghost Rider. And then Moon Knight. I don't know about Moon Knight. I feel like he would just be tied in with Luke Cage maybe in Iron Fist. But Ghost Rider and Blade, that's what I really want to talk about, because we've seen them on the big screen before. We've seen them on TV shows before. Maybe not Ghost Rider, I don't think so. But we've seen Blade on a TV show, and it's pretty bad. But the movies, at least the concept of the movies, they did a really good job with that Blade series. For being a comic book movie early in the lifespan of comic book movies, they did a pretty good job, especially the first one. The first movie was fantastic. Second movie, it was alright. And then the third movie was... let's not talk about it too much. But still, the concept of the live-action Blade movies was really well done, really well handled for the most part. And to be honest, I think Wesley Snipes fit the role perfectly. He fit that role as well as Robert Downey fits Iron Man. It was perfect. So here's the thing. Oops, I just threw my lens cap. Anyway, here's the thing that's going to be a problem. If it's a problem. If they don't cast Wesley Snipes, which I know he's getting old, but I think he could still pull it off. If they don't cast Wesley Snipes, anybody they do cast is going to be compared to Wesley Snipes. That's going to be a tough role. That is going to be super hard to sell, because people know that Wesley Snipes is Blade. He fit it perfectly. It would just be like recasting Iron Man or Tony Stark. It's not... they're going to have to nail it so well that people forget about the old one, and I don't know if that's possible. I hope if they do it, that it does work out that way, because I like Blade as a character, the concept of the martial arts with this high-tech anti-vampire stuff. That's cool. I like it a lot. But I really liked it as they already did it. It's going to be hard. Anytime they do a reboot, Ghostbusters, I'm looking at you, it's going to be really hard to beat the original if you're trying to go the same route. So Ghostbusters, they're trying to go a completely different route, and I think it's going to be even worse than if they try to do a regular reboot, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So Blade, can it be good? Will it be good based on what we already know of the Blade universe? What do you guys think? I think it can be. I think it might be. I know they have the right people doing castings for the most part. So far, I haven't had too many problems with the castings. So I think they can. I hope they can. Do I hope it's Wesley Snipes? Absolutely. I think he can still pull it off, but we'll see. I'd like to see it, though. I hope it gets a standalone show, though. I don't want these cameo and team-up things. I want a standalone show, give it what it needs to have, and it'll be awesome. Let me know what you guys think about that. Now we have to talk about Ghost Rider. Say what you will about Nicolas Cage. The first Ghost Rider movie was pretty entertaining. It wasn't great. There was a lot of stuff wrong with it, but it was still fun to watch. The second Ghost Rider movie, goodness gracious, the one with Idris Elba. I thought that movie was atrocious. It wasn't entertaining in any way, other than that one fight scene that they showed in the trailers. It was just not good. So not good for me. I didn't like it at all. Now, see, I'm a fan of Nicolas Cage. I think, not everything. A lot of the things people say about him, they're kind of true. He overacts sometimes, he yells a lot, but he's made a lot of decent movies, and some good movies, so I think people give him way too much flack. But I don't think he is the Ghost Rider as Wesley Snipes was Blade or as Robert Downey is Iron Man. I don't think it would be hard for them to make a whole new Ghost Rider. Plus, there's different Ghost Riders. You know, it's not like Blade is Blade. I mean, he's Blade. There's no other thing. There's different versions of him, you know, with the afro and not with the afro and whatever, but Blade is still Blade. Ghost Rider, we have Danny Ketch and we have Johnny Blaze. Is there another one? There might be another one by now, but they could just make a new Ghost Rider and it'll be fine. As long as they get the special effects down and they don't make it super corny, I think it'll be good. I'm not worried about the Ghost Rider franchise or series or whatever they decide to do with it. I do think it needs to be a standalone thing. It's not going to tie into other ones well enough, and he's not going to have the screen time if he does tie in with other ones to make it worthwhile, I think. So if they do make a Ghost Rider series, which I'm all for it, I think Ghost Rider is awesome. I know he's kind of like a B-lister. He's not up there. He may be even a C-lister, but he's cool. Like, who doesn't want to see a flaming skull in a leather jacket with a fiery chain beating up bad guys? Like, that's awesome. And here's the thing, though. Ghost Rider's bad guys, and I think this is why the first Nick Cage movie was not good, because they didn't want to use the bad guys as they're supposed to be. It's going to be hard to sell them on the big screen, too. So that's another thing I'm a little worried about. That's actually the main thing I'm worried about for Ghost Rider. The Ghost Rider character itself, it's easy to do that. If they can put the money into the special effects, it'll be fine. But the bad guys and the storylines, it's not like Blade where you just have vampires. I mean, even if they don't use like a named vampire or a main bad guy from the Blade comics or anything like that, he can just hunt vampires and it'll be cool. What can Ghost Rider do? You can't just have a guy with like a flaming skull head hunting like regular criminals. That's no good. So it could be problematic. His bad guys are a little hard to get on their big screen without looking cheesy, without being cheesy storylines. So I'm a little hesitant about that, but I'm hopeful. And like I said about Moon Knight, I don't think Moon Knight's a character that can carry a series. I think he's the kind of character that you could do like in Smallville. You had like Green Arrow and Hawkman and the Flash and Aquaman and everybody inside and Black Canary inside the Superman storyline. So I think they need to go that route. Let's get Punisher and Daredevil. Maybe not Punisher and Daredevil. Maybe Daredevil. I don't know. They'll figure it out. But let's get a team up. Luke Cage, again, I don't think he can carry a show enough. He's not that interesting of a character. So let's get Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Moon Knight. Let's make a show with those three. They're low enough level characters that it'll work easily, I think. It's not going to be hard. They're not going to be fighting for screen time because they're all kind of mediocre, I think. At least for me, that's the way I look at it. Let's put them in a show. Give them some generic bad guys, like named but kind of generic, equal level bad guys. And I think it'll be okay. It'll be interesting. It also could end up like Legends of Tomorrow, where it's really bad. So I don't know. I know a lot of you like Legends of Tomorrow, but I think most of you probably don't. It's just not a great show. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about, wow, what are they? Who are the people we're talking about? Blade, Ghost Rider, and Moon Knight. Let me know what you guys think about these series on Netflix. I'm pretty pumped. The more comic book stuff, the better. People are saying, oh, it's oversaturated now. They're getting too much comic book stuff on the big screen and on Netflix and everything, and nobody cares anymore. Yeah, tell that to the Avengers. Tell that to Captain America, where it makes almost $1 billion worldwide opening weekend. People aren't oversaturated. They're not tired of it. We want more. If it's done right, we want more. If it's done like Batman versus Superman, yeah, I'll take a little bit less. But it's not. It's being done really well with Marvel. And so I'm really excited to see what happens. And I want to know what you guys think about that too. So let me know in the comment section below. I'd like to talk to you guys in the comments. So make sure you do that. All right, I'm going to stop rambling, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.